The first one I'm going to take you through is the download of the whole ePortfolio in one go, version one. So I'll walk you through that and show you how that works. These functions are live, so you can start using them immediately. Okay, so at the moment, we are at this phase, only the administrator has the functionality to download the whole portfolio. We do know that the assessors will need it, and so we'll progress to that. But simply what happens, the student can or the learner can be in any phase of P4P of their learning. So they can be live or they could be post-training and closed off. So what the administrator in your administrator role will do is, and I'm using Peter Horn, so thanks Peter, as an example. So literally you go into the learner's ePortfolio folder, and as you scroll down, what we did was we moved the search function. So this is the search function for different portfolio items. So we moved it from the left to the right. And on the right-hand side now, you have download all evidence. Okay, so into the learner's portfolio, you click download all evidence. And then we have this just a heads up. So the administrator that's downloading this evidence is taking full responsibility for the content outside of P4P. So you just simply accept it. And what happens is now the evidence is being collated in the background. Okay, at this point, you can go and start downloading 2 or 3 or 4 learners' evidence. What we do now is we send you an email. So this is a two-factor authentication. So what happens is the administrator that requests the email will get the email, right? Download the learner's full ePortfolio. It's a typical P4P email. It tells you what you're going to do. Now, this link is valid for 7 days. All right, so you can prepare everything on Friday, come back on Monday, and continue from there. And you can click this link more than once in the email. What will happen is from the email, you click the link, it takes you back to P4P, and you've got to log in as an administrator now, as the administrator. So if I'm the administrator that requested this ePortfolio download, then from my email, I've got to log back into P4P. I can't forward this email onto a different administrator, and then because when they click on the link, it's going to want my login details. All right, so it's very much protected along those lines. And this page that you're on now is only accessible via the link in the email. You cannot access this page in P4P because it's that two-factor authentication again, going who asked for this, and they are responsible for what's in it. So if I download it and I can just see Venetia, hey Venetia, you're on my screen. And if Venetia also wanted it, she would go in as an administrator, same learner, click the same button, download the same link to her email, and then she can access it as well. Right. If there were 10 learners, if you had gone and asked for 10 learners, all 10 learners will be visible. You don't have to go back to each notification email and click each button. If you've requested an email download from 10 learners across 10 different programs, they will show up here in a list. So you'll see all 10 in a list. And what you see here, the program title, right? You see the learner name, you see the batch or cohort that they were registered with, you see who the assessor is, you see the date that you requested this download, and you see the date that this download will expire on. So you might have requested that today, and when you get the download, you go, oh, they're missing a this and a that. Tomorrow, if you request a new download, it will replace this one. So you'll only ever have one Peter Horn for this program title in this cohort at one time. It replaces, so you've always had the latest download, right? Literally, you click download, and it's just checking that you understand that's going to happen, and you click OK, and I'll give it a moment to download. So this, my screen's just a little bit slow today. This all is just code that goes away in a moment while it's trying to download. To note, please, um, we are not downloading video files in this download at the moment. What we're finding is that sometimes they take too long to download, and then there's a glitch in the Wi-Fi, even the most stable Wi-Fi, and then things break. So it's all the documents. It's all the latest version of the documents. So if there's a version, these are all version 1 docs, and these are all what I've loaded. If there's a version 2, then the download will ignore the version 1. It'll only download the version 2. You just click back after this page, and taking you back will take you back to the list of learners, of students that you're looking at. So again, you can prepare. If I think back to Mario, when you had 85 people on one program, you could literally see all 85 folders here in a nutshell. Okay, in my downloads folder, what you now see is you see this corporate trainer. That's the name of the program, 2025. You see the batch or the cohort number. You see the student name. You see the date, and you see the time that it was downloaded. So this, which means that if you download this folder 3 times today, it'll show you the time that each folder was downloaded, so you'll know which folder to work from that you need to work from. When you open this, so it's a zip folder, when you open it, there is all the different documentation that has been loaded, etc. And that's in the single downloads folder for per student, by the student. So you see the name of the program, cohort, student name, learner name, date and time, and there's all the evidence. Okay, so basically the process one more time. Uh, it must be in your administrator role. Currently in your administrator role, you click on into the portfolio, you get into the portfolio, you click download the evidence. All right, it will download all the evidence that's non-video based. You will then receive an email. At the email, you'll receive one email per download. So if you download 84 students, you're going to get 84 emails. You can delete 83 of them, which is fine as they come in. The download is valid for 7 days. Click the download button. You go back into P4P. You land on this page. Once you find the student you want, you click download, or all the students. That'll go into your downloads folder where you'd get a list of all your students that you're downloading. And these are all zip folders. And those you can send now on WeTransfer, or you can, access them as you want to access them.